Hello there, I'm the Beast Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Okay. Uh, hello game? Game? Are you, are you okay game? 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 Where am I? What happening? Okay. Oof. No! This planet has been lost! Oh no. Okay. Uh, so guys, as I was saying, today we have a very exciting mission. Today is the day that we are going to finally have the refueling station 100% operational. And yeah, for that we are probably going to have to do a couple extra trips, nothing too major. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to handle it rather easily, especially now that we have oxygen production over here. Right, so with that in mind I will leave Camille and Otto to do a couple extra building tasks. If I go over here, I still have a bunch of food. I'm about to lose half of it though, but oh well. 47 kilos of bristleberries. Still, why didn't you eat the bristleberries? May I ask? What a waste. But it's not the end of the world. Trapped? Oh shit, no, that's the end of the world. Who is trapped? Camille? Where are you? Camille! Huh? Are you... What? Camille, are you trapped? You cannot move. The fuck? Okay. Disregard that, guys. Clearly she was not trapped. No, but... What? Camille is trapped. Ow. She's not trapped. Game. Game, are you okay? How the hell is she trapped? Can you please let me know how the hell is Camille trapped? She's not. She can move. She can do work and tasks and things, but oh well. Let's ignore the game. The game is having a bad start, and so am I apparently. In any case, guys, so let's proceed with some extra construction orders while Camille and Otto can stay in here and progress the building of this station. Um, we will remain in here, but the second I feel that is too dangerous, that we are riding too close to the knife's edge, because we might be running out of food, we don't have enough power to produce oxygen, because, you know, as you can see, the oxygen production has been stalled quite dramatically, so we need to have the rocket working. No. Wrong planet. Yep. We need to have the rocket working, or we need to have this conductive wire line built. Either or, you know. Now, as for the refueling rocket, I kinda just want to test out one thing, right? So, we have the liquid port right here. Everything is connected to our petrol line, right? And the refueling rocket is this one. The third one. However, it says over here, automatically links when built to the side of a rocket port or another rocket... Yeah, whatever. Uses the liquid filters set on the rocket's cargo bay. So, in theory, if I go over here and place petroleum, and then I open the valve, the petroleum should flow from here to there, hopefully. Let's see if that's what is going to happen. Alright, let's launch the drilling rocket once again. Oh yeah, the petroleum has been has started to be delivered to the liquid cargo tank, as we can see up there. Fantastic. Now this is probably going to take forever, 10 kilos at a time, to fill up 27 tons of the stuff. But hey, we are not in a rush whatsoever, because... Let's build the interior. I'm still building the interior. I'm going to use this model. Now this model is pretty good, because once all the liquid water all the clean water, I mean, has been used up, you can deconstruct a couple of things, put a water sieve the polluted water back into regular water, deconstruct the water sieve, and then put it back in place. And yeah, that would be pretty awesome. And as we can see by our mere two drilling rockets, Bangy, what you doing? Girl, are you okay? You... Whatever. As we can see by our drilling rocket, like a full liquid reservoir of water has pretty much just lasted us for like a bunch of time. And this rocket is constantly in the air. We just come down to the planet, drop the stuff, Banyi does a little bit of a rest, and then she goes back into space to mine more stuff, which is precisely what she's doing right now. So that system for something like the research rocket should be pretty good, because the research rocket, even though does longer trips, it doesn't exactly it's not in space as much time as the mining rocket, right? It's more just just for the exploration missions, and that's pretty much it. Now, one thing that I noticed, and that I am a little bit confused, is the fact that I didn't refuel my rocket, except for probably... No, the oxalate is still here. We still have 4 tiles left of fuel. Okay? I came here, and by my calculations, we were 1 tile short from being here, right? But I still have 4 tiles, which means that if I came over here, I would still have 1 tile left of fuel once I get back, right? Because it's 2 additional tiles to get in here. So 2 tiles to get into the objective and 2 tiles to get back home. That equals 4 tiles. I'm so stupid. Yeah, so we shouldn't come back with 0 tiles if we... I don't know. I'm getting confused. The math is not adding up. Or maybe this doesn't count as a tile. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, that might be it. Hey, wait, what? Why is this tile purple? What is going on in here? You guys can see this? This tile is purple. There is no question mark or anything in it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we are getting out next cycle, regardless of progress. We've been here far too long, and our dupes have actually achieved quite the good amount of stuff. They are now transferring items between the rocket and the storage right here. They are now taking care of the coal. The ingenious rock, they also already transported most of it. There is like 5 tons of it left inside, but I don't care. It's like regardless of the situation that we are going to live next cycle. Because without food, that's... yeah, our future is not looking super bright, but because we have to remember there are 2 people here. They eat 2 kilograms of food per day, and we have approximately... yeah, like 12, 13 kilos of food, so we can last for like 5 days at best. But we still have a 3-day journey back home, so that leaves us 2 days of margin. And one of those 2 days is actually today. So, yeah. The math is not on our side. Alright, we have the crew inside. Let's get the hell out of this place. Unfortunate that we could not unpack one of these to get the glass, but hey, just 2 dupes. This was the best we can do. And we already done plenty. Let's get out of here. Thank you. And into space we go. Now, we should be back as soon as humanly possible, because we want to keep on building this. This is our current objective, of course. So, 3 cycles to get back home. 3 cycles to get back home, maybe 3 cycles to resupply, 3 cycles to come back, 9 cycles, 10 cycles. Let's give it 10 cycles before we can continue the construction of our resupply station. That's a lot of time, but it should be okay. How is our drilling operation going? Oh, we just started. That's okay. Now, come on, game, please. Thank you. I'm also... Come on, game, please. Thank you. I'm also starting a line that goes through here, all the way up to our storage. Given that this is going to be our more permanent solution. For example, this thing over here. I don't think I'm going to keep it, at least not in here. So that would mean that I would have to deconstruct a bunch of stuff and all of that. But I think I'm going to move the interplanetary launcher from here to here, so that I have it more exposed to vacuum. That way we will not lose as many red bolts refueling it. So yeah, it was a fun experiment and I want to use it, you know, because this is useful. It's a much faster way to send materials through space than using a rocket, but for larger cargoes, such as 27 tons of this stuff, I'd rather use a rocket, because 27 tons at best, given that this sends a burst of 1 ton of materials, that would mean that we would have to send it 27 cargo loads for 1 rocket. I'd rather use the rocket. I think it's much quicker and a lot less hassle. But hey, I'm still going to test that out, of course. Alright guys, while we are waiting for our logistical prototype rocket to come back, I've been setting up the exploration rocket to be ready to go. All we need now is to refuel the rocket, because I forgot that we had to do that as well. But we already have food, everything is already ready. We already have the water that we are going to use for, like, I would like to say our next 10 missions, perhaps, given that these are longer than usual, and that way he will not have to deal with the carbon dioxide anymore. Now, all of this junk in the floor, most of it could go away, but I'm going to leave it. You know, it will give something for Ape to do, like build a aeropod and putting the seed back in there. All this dirt is useless now. Oh, there is still the oxyfern seed in here. We could take that back. We are not going to need it anymore. And yeah, I like this design much more better. No, much better now. That's what I meant. Unfortunately, this design leaves us only with 1 storage bin. However, I simply requested plastic, dropped it on the floor, and then requested the algae. That's pretty much all we are going to ever need. So yeah, once this rocket has been refueled, we will be departing. Now guys, I was taking a look at the blueprints and I thought to myself, Gosman over here would make a great pilot for our drilling rocket, because we don't need a miner in there. We just need someone to pilot the damn thing, right? So Gosman, with the Rocket 3 +9 skill and nothing else, like we just want you to be a pilot. So welcome, Gosman. Let's go to your skills. And Gosman, oh, you are already here. Rocket piloting, fantastic. I will you know, as time goes on and she makes more skill points, I will give her the exosuit training and the rocket piloting level 2. I will pretty much give her these 2 tech trees and nothing else. That shouldn't be too heavy on the morale front. But yeah, Ghostman, get ready because our drilling rocket should be here at any moment now. Damn. Okay, let's take a look at the rocket. Yep. Any second now, the rocket will be full of stuff, and we will come back. And yeah, next time, Bangi will no longer be piloting this rocket because we will have pretty much a pilot that is going to live on the rocket and pretty much never going to set foot on land ever again. Oops. Sorry, Gosman, but you're going to live free, like a trucker, you know? You're going to be a space trucker, huh? Gonna tell me that's a bad thing? Alright, so Abe is inside this rocket. The rocket has been refueled. See you around, Abe. This time you will not be as stressed out as all the other times. Carbon dioxide will not be an issue for you. Man, I have to admit, our spaceport is getting ever so busy. We have like a rocket launch every week, and sometimes we even have 2 rocket launches per day. That's fantastic, and the stairs don't get destroyed when the rocket passes through them. That's fantastic news. And I already knew that because this rocket already went and didn't destroy the stairs, but I didn't realize that at the time. Oh well. It is what it is. Now let's get into our exploration vehicle. Let's enable this. Let's tell Abe to unequip his suit. And yeah, this should be golden now. We have plenty of research for Abe to do, so he should be quite occupied for the foreseeable future. Now, I'm going to take Abe over here to this anomaly so that we can see what this thing is. And well, if this tile doesn't count as a tile that needs fuel to be traveled on, then we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we should come back home with 1 tile of fuel remaining. So my initial math was actually correct. So yeah. And our logistical rocket, our colonizing one, is back. Otto is extremely happy because he was super stressed during this entire journey. But oh well, those are sacrifices that must be made for the good of the colony. Alright, I melted some stuff. What did I melt? It wasn't you. It was something else. Something else melted. I heard material dropping on the floor. Metallic stuff. Whatever. Let's place these on all now. Oh, before we go, let our guys go outside. Otto, please equip this suit. Otto, where are you? Here you are. Equip that, please. Otto, no, 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 don't you dare. Don't you dare come outside. Bro. Okay then, Camille. My dupes. And they're scheduling... Camille, please equip that suit. Equip the suit, please, Camille. Fantastic. You will be allowed to leave once Otto wakes up from his beauty nap. But yeah. I'm glad these guys are back, because things were not... Camille, what you doing? Stop. Jesus. In fact, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to go... Yeah. All, you are allowed to leave. Go outside. Come on. Go. Camille, get outside. Good. You now can come over here. Camille, 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 Camille. Not Cosman. Camille and Camille. These are the most important things to do once your rockets are back, because if you are like myself, you will forget. Okay, so I discovered what I melted. I melted this, the liquid rocket port loader, because my guys insist on making stuff out of lead. Come on, game, I have like 4 tons of gold, okay? Could you please stop making shit out of lead? I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, there we go, new port loader. We can continue refueling the logistic rocket. It's almost full of stuff, but our interior is not yet fully loaded. I am just loading the water into this this tank over here. Hey, why do you say you are out of water? You lie to me! Output pipe full? What? Don't you tell me someone already used this. Of course they have. Why do I bother making making nice things for my dupes when they clearly, and I mean clearly, don't want to use them? Now, guys, there will be a change of crews for our rockets, because now, there we go, we have Gossman, right? And we have Camille. 2 dupes specifically brought to our colony for their rocketing skills. As you can see, they move so slowly in comparison to the other dupes, but that's because they are new and they are yet not as experienced in athletics as the other dupes. However, Ghostman initially was the pilot for this rocket, if I can recall. No, it was Camille. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I wanted to crew. It is Camille and Otto. However, I'm being a little bit dumb. If I'm going to bring 2 dupes to build my refueling station, the last dupe I want to bring is Camille, because Camille can't do jack. I'm going to bring one of my mechatronics so that we can build, you know, automation for base that is not going to have anyone there. So automation is a good thing to have. So we are going to replace Camille with Lyra, and Camille... Hello, Rocket, where are you? 62 seconds away. I spoke 62 seconds too soon. Let's unpause the game. Pretty sure I can fill those 62 seconds with something. Or maybe not. You know, there is always the power of editing. Now that Mir 2 is back in orbit, let's get back to the planet. And now... Okay. Let me just make the double check. Yes, we can do that. Sol is still really far away. Let's go back to the planet. Is the rail complete? Of course not. Of course that the rail is pretty much done all... Or maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. There is still a lot of railing that needs to be done. Okay, I was going to bring the mining rocket over here because I want to once again deconstruct all of this stuff over here and put more rocket ports all connected to each other. That way we only need to have unloader or loader ports in one side of the rockets, of the rocket bay, I suppose. But no, given that the rail is still not ready, you are going to land in your designated pad, which means is right here. And as you can see, I renamed the platform, but I'm going to cease that. How should I put it? I'm going to stop doing that, because it would be nice if you could rename the rockets and not the platforms, because renaming the platforms, it's not super useful. The rockets themselves would be, but whatever. If you know a way for me to rename the I don't think it is possible. I searched on Google and Reddit and all. No one had an answer for that, so I'm going to assume it is not possible to rename the rockets with So, if the as we can see, okay, this is scientific proof that if the animation is not running, the rocket is not emitting carbon dioxide. Like, I don't mind. Okay, I don't mind. But, you know, that's kind of broken. You know, and that goes against the principle of using this, because one of the drawbacks of using this is extremely hot carbon dioxide. So, you know, just saying. Maybe that could be fixed, or maybe not. Who knows? Right now, let's bring Bangi out of this place, and Bangi, say goodbye to your cockpit, because you're never returning. Gossman is taking your place in this rocket. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but every time my dupes land on my planet, I mean, not my planet, they always land during the night cycle. Why? It's only one more thing for me to remember, dupes. Please, don't. But okay, I'll remove Bangi tomorrow. For now, you can stay in the cockpit. Heat goes to sleep, whatever. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that I'm going to put. Right now we have 2 rocket pilots, right? And we have 4 rockets. The research rocket should be piloted by the research guy. Makes sense. The colonization rocket should be piloted by 2 experienced builders. Makes sense. These 2 rockets should not be using experienced staff. Bangi is much more useful in here than she is in space. So not right now, because I don't want Bangi to get out of here right now, as she's in the middle of her eating and going to the bathroom and all of that. But tomorrow I'm going to change this rocket for Gusman, and this rocket is going to be for Camille. And given that these rockets, the only thing they do is go back and forward and nothing else, we don't actually need anyone that experienced inside of them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, so next thing on the list is red bolt engines, red bolt thingies. I don't have any rocket in orbit, so I should... Red bolt engine, right? These things, they consume red bolts, and they have a larger range than petrol engines. How large? I don't know, I never used them. But doesn't it say over here? Nah, it doesn't, but hey, we have to find out. However, for the rocket, for the red bolt engine, we are going to have a specific pad away from the other rockets, because this is the refueling station, right? In here we have petrol, piping and all of that, and this is highly an area with a lot of movement. We don't want to flood this area with radiation, even though that there is a little bit of radiation that comes from the sun. Other than this little bit of radiation, we don't want to flood anything else. So I'm thinking about putting the rocket here to the side and replacing our exploration rocket with a red bolt engine. You know, so we can explore further. At least that's what I'm hoping for. However, I still need to figure out how red bolts kind of work. Because... like, for example, if I have this red bolt generator, fire a red bolt this way, will the red bolt collide with this red bolt generator and lose part of the red bolt content, or will it pass through that? Another thing that I kind of want to find out is if I set this red bolt reflector to go this way instead of going into this guy over here, will it collide with this red bolt generator, reflector, I mean, not with the white part, with the green part, with the reflector part, and will it lose red bolt content? And by the way, I need to make sure that I take into consideration that I'm going to lose a little bit of red bolts in here, so I should account for that during this experiment. But yeah, because if this doesn't collide, then all we need to do is actually to replicate this 3 red bolt setup for 1 reflector, like all the way through vacuum. Like we can go all the way up to space as much as we want, because we can just, you know, fire these things through red bolt reflectors, and we will not lose any red bolt content because we are in a vacuum, and that way is a fastest way to refuel the red bolt engine. And another thing that I kind of want to make sure is to do one like this, because I want to see if the red bolts they will steal radiation from one another. You know, if they will steal radiation, like for example this red bolt is absorbing radiation from all these tiles, right? In theory it will steal radiation from this red bolt generator over here. So would a setup with them spaced out by 1 square be better than having them all compacted? I don't know, but I will find out. This is going to draw a lot of power, uh, but it's only going to be like for a few times after I discover all I want to know. I will simply deconstruct all of this. Also, guys, just one thing that I'm noticing now. Like, look at the pipes. Can you see? You can see the petroleum not being absorbed by the liquid port loader. It says cargo transfer complete. However, that's a lie. This is not full of petroleum. However, if I stop refueling this rocket over here, which I'm going to do just for test purposes, I believe we still need to wait for the pipes to clear the area, I mean the petroleum to clear the pipes, but it will start working again. I don't know why, but you cannot refuel the liquid tank as you are refueling the fuel tanks? That makes no sense. Yeah, you see? No, we are no longer refueling the fuel tanks, right? No more petrol getting in. And now, the port loader continues to fuel the large liquid cargo tank. I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe some sort of bug because the game doesn't understand what the hell is going on. You know? Like there is maybe just too much pipage for the same distribution line. I don't know, it sounds weird, but yeah. If for some reason you have a similar setup of what we have in here and you don't understand why the hell the liquid petroleum is not getting inside your liquid cargo tank, that's probably the reason. But in any case, now that we know what is causing it, we can prevent it. We can stop refueling the cargo tank and we can stop refueling the liquid cargo tank to refuel the fuel tanks. And then when we stop refueling the fuel tanks, we can go for the cargo tank. Complicated, but oh well. It is what the game wants, so it is what we give to the game. Okay guys, just one more thing. I believe my game is freaking out heavily. The game is not counting the materials correctly. As you can see, for example, in there it says insufficient resources, gold. However, as you can see here, we have 4 tons of gold. Now you might say, maybe the gold is inaccessible. Well, let me grab a dupe. Yo, Gosman, can you move in here? Pretty sure you can. Yep, she can move in here, so she could technically pick the gold up. However, that's not the strangest thing. In here, as you can see, I have 45 kilos of glass. Except I don't. I have 225 kilos of glass. And to be honest, I don't even know how much glass I have stored in here because the game is not telling me. Are you okay, game? Oh, maybe that's because I'm using the glass in here. Oh well, I don't know. The game is freaking out and I'm not liking it. I still have a lot to do in this game, please. Stop. Alright, with Camille inside, this rocket is ready to go. Let's take a look at the inside. We have sufficient food to last us a couple of days. So, yeah, we have water, we have everything we need. Camille, please drop that suit. That is enabled. We forgot to enable that, so yay for us. And yeah, you begin. What? Begin launch sequence to body. The rocket, it's not yet ready to launch. Why? We have fuel. Hey, what the hell? Everything, oh, that's the... Oh, dummy. Sorry, guys, I'm, having a moment here. Everybody, stand clear, because, things are about to get... Okay, things are about to get toasty. And let's go. Let me just take a look at that. There we go. See all that's... what you doing, bro? Yeah, get out of here. Look at that temperature. 1300 degrees. Oh boy. And into space we go. Yeah, so we are absolutely certain that when the animation is not playing, there is no carbon dioxide being spilled, so we are kinda taking advantage of stuff, and there is no wonder stuff keeps melting away. With temperature like that, not even gold can withstand. By the way, what is the melting? Okay, that is explained. And me thinking that gold was far better than lead. No, no. Let's switch to iron, please. Anything that melts gets turned into iron. I think that's... no, this is one too much. Okay, so with that rocket going, this one is almost ready to go. I was just waiting on a few materials to be delivered. We still have plenty of ingenious rock over there. And I'm bringing a little bit of coal. We already have the dirt on the floor over there, which we are not going to... which we are going to bring. That's what I meant. Oh, yes, please keep using the visits, Inia. Yeah, I already cleaned this toilet 5,000 times. I'm not going to do it again. No, I'm going to disable this building, and we are going to wait just one more cycle before we launch. And yeah, just one thing, I'm going to, in the future, not right now, but in the future I'm going to deconstruct the Trailblazer module, because we don't need it anymore, and we could use the 3 extra solar panels. That's why I noticed I was out of glass, even though I'm not. But yeah, if we have the 4 all the 4 solar panels, I mean, we are going to produce enough power to sustain all the stuff that we have in here, because what we have in here consumes 300 watts, but they are never running all at the same time. So that would give us enough power to survive for longer periods of time. But oh well, let's just wait a few more hours. In-game hours, not real-life hours. And in the next cycle, we will launch this rocket as well. And speaking about rockets, I will say progressing 2 more cycles. Let's take a look. Oh, how are you, Abe? You're doing okay, Inya? Yeah, he is. He's perfectly fine and happy. No longer does he need to worry about carbon dioxide, so... Camille is sleeping on the floor, because of course that's what you should do. That's very smart of you. And yeah, okay, let's keep on waiting. Alright guys, it's a brand new cycle, and Lyra, the last astrodupe required to launch the rocket, is already inside. Both of our astrodupes are there, the destination is set. Let's begin the launch then. I believe everything is good to go. Seems to be. We have fuel. We have the stuff inside. Well, it didn't really got delivered. But hey, we have more than enough. That's all we care. Let's go. For our second building journey to Blizzial. Now, hopefully, with these 2 dupes, we'll be able to build at least sort of an habitat. We don't need a lot of stuff in there. Because, like I said, that is going to be mostly unmanned. But we kind of want to have a few things to sustain life. And, well, as you can see, we are only transporting petroleum. But a rocket requires both petroleum and oxidizer, right? And for that, first and foremost, let me enable this building and drop some suits on the floor. Auto, drop your suit as well. Let's see, what is the condition? 84, 69, perfect. It's good enough. But yeah, rockets require both petrol and oxidizer. But instead of bringing the oxidizer from our base to here, given that we have plenty availability of water, even though not a solid form, we can make the oxidizer in-house. So, yeah, I kind of want to create an oxidizer setup. Well, in this case, an electrolyzer setup that is going to produce oxygen for both a tiny base, just with a couple of beds for our guys to sleep at, a bathroom and whatnot. And the oxidizer thingy, I forget what it... Oxalite refinery. Not oxidizer. Yeah, we will build something like this, and then the dupes can resupply manually. It is something that we need. I'm not going to bring oxidizer there. I have no idea how much we would lose just on the transport itself, because, you know, it off gases. So, yeah. Now, let's just wait for the journey to be completed. Uh, Beautiful. 3 rockets in space. 2.6 cycles. Should be quick enough. And this one will be, it will arrive at 1.1 cycles. Fantastic. And this one just arrived at the sandy ore field, so it will stay in there for quite a bit of time. So, with that said, let's wait a little bit. Another thing, guys, before we arrive at our destination, one thing that I kinda want to explain to you guys, because I just realized that. For example, do you remember when I was a little bit confused because the cartographic module was not analyzing the tiles around the tile that we are present, you know? It should, according to the text, analyze this tile because it says adjacent tiles, right? But what the cartographic module allows you to is for you to travel anywhere that you want, being searched or unsearched tiles. Because if I come over here to this rocket that doesn't have a cartographic module, as you can see, we cannot travel to these hexagons, right? So, yeah, that's the purpose of the cartographic module. So guys, first part of the experiment is the fact that we have these 3 red ball generators right next to each other, and they are all collecting 25 red balls. These ones are also collecting 25 red balls, even though they are separated by 1 tile, so we can compact them as much as we want. They will not be stealing each other's red balls. So let's wait a little bit for the collection of these red balls so we can proceed for the next part of the experiment. Okay guys, so finally our research rocket has arrived at this tile over here, and what do we have? We have a swampy ore field, so we have a cobalt. Oh, that's nice. The polluted dirt is kind of garbage. The mud we can live without, but the cobalt, now that's interesting. We might even send our mining rocket here, at least just to grab a few bits of this. I have no idea how does this material fare against the others, but I suppose we will find out. Alright guys, so we have finally arrived at Blizial, so let's put back to all. I'm not going to equip them with atmosuits, they can hold their breath while they go... oh, wrong planet. While they go down the stairs. Now, hopefully with 2 of them, this will improve quite significantly, you know, the speed at which we build stuff. We are going to need a couple of ladders over here. Let's try to save on materials. Doing it like this. There we go. And yeah, right now I'm just going to let them... What is this automation wire doing in here? What did I want to do? I don't know. For now, I'm just going to let them build the stuff that we have already requested. Then I'm going to proceed by building the storage for the fuel, and hopefully in this journey we can still set up the electrolyzer and the oxidizer production line. Hopefully we'll be able to do all of that. Now we are going to flood a little bit this area a little bit because we have liquid water from landing and taking off. But that's okay. It will solidify again because the temperatures in here are quite chilly. So, oh well. Let's wait a little bit while they build this stuff. Wait, have you opened the glass thing yet? Not yet? Okay. Okay guys, so with our guys at Blizial building stuff, let's proceed with the testing, because this is drawing a ton of power, really. We are really going through a lot of power. So, in any case, right here we are going to shoot a 50 red bolt thingy. it's going to travel through here, so it's going to travel through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles of atmosphere, so we should only lose 5 tiles if it doesn't collide with anything, right? So, times 1, let's fire that red bolt. Okay, so we got 37 red bolts. We lost 13. But did you gain anything else that you're... Nope. So we lose red bolts in vacuum as well, huh? Okay. I didn't see any collision with the reflector parts, so I'm going to assume that that is not a thing. Ooh, that was a big one. So yeah, I think that distance is the most important factor. Everything else, like there is not really collision with any of the parts, other than the, of course, the absorbing parts for the reflector, but that's intended. So, okay, we can start deconstructing all of this because we are not going to need it. It was purely experimental, and I don't think I want my interplanetary launcher over here. To be quite frank, I'm thinking about putting it next to the Red Bolt rocket. So, I need to think about that for a moment, but right now I just want to deconstruct this, because this is just destroying my power grid. It's a lot of power. Also, I am adding an extension to our tube network, just so they don't have to go so much through stairs and whatnot. This doesn't really draw that much power, only when they use it, so it shouldn't be used that often. And it's something just to decrease the commuting time. Well guys, I said I wasn't going to use the interplanetary launcher, but given that we are kinda needing some materials back at the Bliziold, I'm going to use these rad bolts that we have. Let's set up the destination and let's wait for our dupes to unload the gold over there. Because if I come over here, I am completely out of refined materials. Yep. And that's not bueno. Alright guys, so after a few cycles, we have finally got a few extra materials in here. Let's open this two over here, not sweep, empty. There is more somewhere around here, because I sent 400 kilograms of copper. Well, only God knows where it is, but don't worry, it's somewhere around here. I sent 200 kilograms of gold and 400 of copper. That should be more than enough for us to complete the this part over here, because we only need like one piece, 25 kilograms of the stuff. So I would like, before the end of the episode, at least to have these ready. So let's wait a little bit on our dupes. Alright guys, so finally the copper has been unloaded and has been put into place. We are now producing 380 watts of power constantly, which is amazing, by the way. That will allow us to not be so reliant on the coal generator, which is going to be great. Other than that, I'm already doing the lines. As we can see, we are going to put 6 liquid reservoirs, because right now we are going to transport 27 tons. This is capable of holding 30 tons, so we are good on that. I'm also going to reposition our manual airlock to over here, and then I'm going to fill this up with bricks, because we want to have the port loader, or in this case the unloader, in here. So we can then put a few extra docking pads to this side. Not many, like 3 should be more than enough. We are never going to have 3 rockets in here at one given moment, right? So yeah guys, but with that in mind, I think this is going to be it for today's episode. We didn't progress as much as I wanted, but oh well. It's still good progress. Wait, these are granite pipes? Well, these are made of the materials that we have, so yeah, whatever guys. I think this is going to be all the progress that we are going to make today. However, we are one step closer to our objective of having a refuel station over here. We took a little bit of time with the transition of the rocket. What I mean by that is the rocket going home, refueling, resupplying, and coming back in. That took a little bit of time, so that's why in this episode we didn't get as much done. But we are actually like 3 steps before we are complete. Right? We need this, first step. Then we need the oxygen production, second step, and oxidizer refinery. Oxalite refinery, which is the third step. After all of that is done, the refueling station is ready to go, and we can start moving towards deeper space. But that's something for the next episode, guys. So with that in mind, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!